Hello, Facebook. What's up? How is everybody doing? We're trying this again. Trying to get the dual live to work. And I tell you what, Facebook is very picky with these things. There she is. There's Lindley. I'm going to go ahead and add her to the camera. So, we're going to give this a shot, guys. Hopefully we can get everything going here, working right. Adding her right now. Hey, can you hear me?
I can.
Yay! Awesome.
I've been laughing this whole time because why is this so difficult?
I know, every time. I don't know what the deal is, but we're going to get the hang of it.
I'm like breaking out because I'm like so silly.
All right. Well, now we got all the kinks worked out. So thank you guys for jumping on. If you don't know me, my name is Chelsea Irway. This is Lindley Anderson, my friend, my coworker, my business partner. You name it, she's there for it. So we have a little special treat for you guys tonight. We want to get on and talk to you. This time of year can be very overwhelming, can cause some anxiety, that kind of stuff. And so we have a few tips that we want to share with you that might help ease that stress. So, Lindley, anything else you want to add before we get started?
No, I don't think so. I'm just hoping, I'm not seeing comments, but I'm hoping everybody can hear us good. Are you seeing any comments? I don't know how to see them.
Stacy, can you hear us good? Stacy's on. Are you? Hi, Christy's on. Christy, can you hear us? We're side by side. We're getting some likes, so I think we're good.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right, go for it.
Okay. Well, like I said, you guys, I don't know how how your Christmas shopping's going, how just the holidays can be kind of stressful this time of year. And, with everything going on, whether you're a busy mom, your job, family, all that kind of stuff, like everybody has stresses in their life. And so Lindley and I wanted to get on tonight and just kind of give a few tips that we think might help kind of ease those stresses. So the first one I want to talk about is gratitude. Whether or not you're an entrepreneur, whether or not you're a mom, hey Ruth, hey Connie, no matter what your life looks like, you should start every day with gratitude. Now, if you can't think of something right off your head like that, like something to be grateful for, you really need to take some time and just find a quiet space, think about all the good things in your life, because there's always something to be grateful for. No matter what you're going through, no matter what's going on in your life, you should always be able to find something that's grateful, that you're grateful for. So for example, something that I've been trying to do is every morning getting up and just starting my day with a grateful heart. So going over the things, my family, my job, my friends, all the things that are given to me that, could be taken away in any moment. And just being grateful for those things. And not only that, but starting your day, not waking up like, oh, I don't want to get up, or oh, I don't want to go to work. Like when you start your day thinking that way, hey Quinn, when you start your day thinking that way, you're setting the tone for the day. The mindset is such a powerful thing. And when you start your day automatically thinking like, oh, I'm tired, I'm stressed, I don't want to do this, oh, not looking forward to this meeting, or whatever it is, you're setting the tone for that day. And so I think one of the biggest things you can do is start your day with a grateful heart and just get your mind right and just set yourself up for success for the day.
Yes, I definitely agree. And, sometimes easier said than done, but so that's why I'm going to go ahead. Are you good there? I'm going to go ahead and jump into personal development. That's
yes,
something
absolutely.
That really, like being thankful and everything, like that's something that you like, it's hard sometimes to like do, but when you really live in a state of gratitude, you look for good things instead of all the negative things. And I think personal development is something that's very huge and not enough of us do. And I know when I do it, I feel so much better. I'm better to take, or I can take on the day. I'm a better coworker. I'm a better sister, aunt, friend, whatever, because you have to pour into yourself before you can pour into others. And so personal development, it can come in multiple different ways, you guys. It can be working out. It can be just moving your body, literally just going for a walk, doing yoga, reading an inspiring, motivational book, or, if you're very spiritual, reading something to do with faith, or even just, you guys, we have YouTube at our fingertips and so many resources. Podcasts, this might be silly, but I just found out the podcasts are free. You can literally listen to any influential person that you want to that has a podcast for free. You guys, those are really good. I would definitely suggest plugging yourself into some sort of personal development every single day, and you will definitely notice a difference. So
for sure. And that's something I've changed in the past, or, changed from the past, is instead of, laying in bed, still every once in a while I get caught up in it, but, instead of laying in bed, scrolling your phone, scrolling Facebook, get yourself a book, like, great, there's just so many out there that you could be reading right before bed and getting that in your head before you go to bed versus like scrolling through Facebook and, that kind of stuff. Like there's just so many other things that it takes some discipline, but getting your mind right can be a very, very huge game changer for you.
Our mind is our strongest muscle. And if you're not, like, you have to have a healthy mind to have a healthy life too. And like, it all goes hand in hand. So, what you're telling yourself is very important. Some of the things that we tell ourselves every single day is stuff we wouldn't, like, I wouldn't say to you, I wouldn't say to somebody else. So why are we telling it to ourselves? And that all kind of starts with, being grateful and taking care of yourself first. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. So go on to the next one, you think?
Yes.
You good with that one? So,
yeah.
Probably the next one, and one of the biggest ones that I probably struggle with and has been really helpful for me, is time management. So I get super stressed when I know, oh my gosh, my list, I have this to do, I have that to do, I've got this to do. But if I really sit down and manage my time and scheduled out, okay, I'm going to do this at this time, I'm going to do this at this time, and got things done rather than letting stuff pile up. I procrastinate really bad about things. It's just something I think for the most part probably everybody does. I mean, if you struggle with procrastination, like show us some hearts or something, because I think for the most part we can all relate on that together. But scheduling your time, get yourself a planner, write out, what you're going to do this day. Look at your week ahead of time. Like maybe that's Sunday night, maybe that's Monday morning. Look at your week and certain nights that you have stuff going on, plan around that. So, okay, I have this going on this night, I'm going to get this done this time. And just, write out what you want to get done that week, your goals for that week. And then, really hold yourself accountable and get that stuff done ahead of time. And that will really relieve a lot of stress that builds up over time getting stuff done. Something else too is to kind of track, what you're doing. So it's easy to get kind of caught up in like spending too much time on one task. So, if you don't feel like you're being productive, write down, okay, like this week I spent this much time doing this or this much time doing this. And then you can go back and look at your week and be like, okay, I need to adjust this time and do this differently, and kind of see where you're spending your time, and then you can adjust accordingly.
Yes. Yeah. I notice so much when I procrastinate, which is something, like you said, we all do. But if I just like get up and do something and get it done, like versus like stressing over it for hours, like it's so much better, whether it's just the dishes or vacuuming, something that I know that I've been putting off. It's so much better just to go and get it done, and you feel good about yourself. Like just start, like you said, checking those things off your list. So, I'm going to go ahead and jump into our next tip, and that is being cautious of what you allow in your life, whether it is, negative people, toxic people, people that are just always dragging you down. Like this is your life. You do not have to surround yourself with those people. I think so many times too, we want to say yes to everybody. And if there's something that you're saying yes to all the time that's no longer serving you, you guys, you can say no. Like you need to put yourself first. And if it's something that's not serving you anymore, quit doing it. This is also something that, if you have a bunch of clutter in your house, this is something that seems kind of silly, but it really is very satisfying when you go through some of that stuff and get rid of it. If you're not using it anymore, go through your closet, get rid of all that stuff. That really will like relieve stress and less clutter. And then also when it comes to like what you put into your body, whether like, I'm not going to be a hypocrite here. I don't eat very healthy. I'm somebody that just eats what's easily available. But what we feed our body is also super important, and that all affects our mood and everything, so it's really kind of crazy what you're allowing into your life can really affect you too. And just be cautious of what you're allowing. So.
Absolutely. Yes. And that's probably a tough one to do for people too, is to take that time to step back and really look at like, okay, what am I allowing in my life, and what do I need to get rid of? What's not serving you? What is toxic, that kind of thing. That's not easy to do, but sometimes we can do it.
Yeah.
So the next one is probably a major one that we can relate to on a business side, but can also of course be any aspect of life, celebrating the small victories. So instead of waiting till the end, till you've achieved the main goal to be proud of yourself, be proud of yourself and celebrate those small victories every day. So for example, on the business side of it, you know, we could look at a rank, or we could look at a certain amount that we want to hit with our business, and get so caught up in hitting that we forget to celebrate, okay, you know what, today I did this. Today I went live, which scares the crap out of me, but I did it anyways. You know, today I talked to a complete stranger, those kind of things. Or on a whole nother aspect that doesn't include a business side of it, weight loss. You know, quit waiting till you've lost 20 pounds to be proud of yourself. If you've lost 1 pound, be damn proud of that 1 pound that you lost.
Yeah.
And tell yourself, and keep that proud, you know, keep that proudness with you along the way, because if you've lost 1 pound, you can lose 2, you can lose another, you've done it, you can do it again. But if we don't celebrate those small victories, you know, then we're not allowing ourselves to really, you know, be proud of ourselves and just to a long way. Because if you don't celebrate the small victories, it's going to be harder to sustain those goals and to get to the end goal. Does that make sense? Like, I think a lot of times people don't give themselves credit for all the small steps that it takes, because success, you guys, in these kind of things isn't a straight path. You're going to have ups and downs, and you've got to celebrate the small things to get to the end. And the other big thing is not to compare your journey, no matter what that is. If that's being a mom, or your weight loss, or your business, or whatever it is, do not compare your journey to anybody else. And I think that's the hardest part about celebrating the small victories, is because Lindley's small victory might look different than mine, and mine's going to look different than Lindley's, and so on and so forth. But if you're busy comparing yourself to other people, you miss out on your journey and your victories. And I tell you what, comparison is like the ultimate thief of joy. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, you know, success doesn't have to come with a dollar sign. It doesn't have to be about money. There's so many other things. You know, maybe your success is you put your Christmas tree up, or you got the presents wrapped before Christmas Eve. Like, it can be the smallest things, but be proud of yourself now for those things.
Yeah. And I think we're always racing to that next thing, you know, we're not living in the present moment. And I'm very guilty of that. And I'm somebody that always, I don't know if I'm just hard on myself or what, but I never think I'm like, this is good enough or this isn't good enough. And I don't know if it's that I'm comparing to somebody else, but I know I can always do more. You know what I mean? Everybody can always do more, but you also have to find that happy medium as well. And I think that is just a reminder to remind yourself to, like, hey, you know what? You've done this, and to be thankful for that. And, I think a lot of times, yeah, we definitely take stuff like that for granted, and the little things, just specifically the little things. And like you said, comparing, not even in business, but I think in life, so many people are like, well, I'm not married. I'm not driving this car yet. I don't have my dream job yet. That's okay. Everywhere, like, you know, we're all, you know, that's just the chapter that you're in. That doesn't mean that's the end of your road. Like, that's just where you are right now. It doesn't mean that that's not something that you can't, you know, get to. And yeah, don't compare. Definitely don't compare. All right. So have you done your 3 points? Okay. Yep. All right. So I'm going to close with, you guys, obviously it is December 12th, and a lot of us set a bunch of goals for the beginning of the year. I'm going to say this, you know, so many of us are, I'm going to start this at the beginning of the year. I'm going to start this on Monday. Guys, start doing this stuff, or whatever you need to do now. Don't wait till the first of the year. Just like, why, if you're already feeling like you're in this rut, you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed, start chipping away at these things now. And then after the first of the year, you're already going to have a good start. You know, and I think sometimes just, we always set this time, and then when it comes, something comes up and it's like, well, I'm going to do it later. Just start chipping away at little things now that are going to improve your life. And I've said this before, and I think it's because I can't remember who it was, and I think it was John Maxwell, Chelsea, that said this, but there's one guarantee in life, like, that we're going to continue to get older, but we're not going to continue to get better unless we work on ourselves. And all this stuff that we just suggested tonight, you guys, are ways to improve your life and to improve the lives around you. And, you know, life can be really hard. Life isn't easy. It wasn't meant to be easy, and our struggles make us stronger. And, if you can, like, do whatever you can to make your life easier and happier and more enjoyable. And, so we just kind of wanted to come to you and give you guys some tips, because we've chatted just on Monday. I had a hell of a Monday. I typically am very grateful for Mondays. I start my routine over. I don't know what it was. I was like, is it the moon? Something was going on Monday. I was in a complete funk. I think Chelsea can relate. A few other people that we work with could relate. So that kind of inspired us to do this video tonight and to just share with you guys what we thought that could help you. So.
Absolutely. And it's all stuff, you know, that we're working on as well. Like saying it out loud, I won't lie, helps me too. Like, it's like, yes, I need to do that. I need to do that. And it's all stuff that we are constantly working on just to be better. And, you know, each day, like if you're going to compare yourself to anybody, compare yourself to the person you were yesterday and strive on making yourself better. And just, yeah. So if you guys have any extra tips, like maybe this is something that you've looked into or something that you're struggling with, like we'd love to hear from you guys as well. Like any tips that you have, or if you know of somebody that might be struggling that could use this video, you know, please share or tag them.
Yeah. This time of year is hard. I'm going to hit on this too. Like this time of year, the holidays and stuff, you know, a lot of people have extra stress, extra depression because their loved ones aren't here and they let that weigh them down, you know, taking care of yourself. And that's all those feelings are normal, you guys. You know, the loss of somebody around the holidays or just not having them around, that is, it's heartbreaking. But these tips can help with that. So, and my heart goes out to anybody that is suffering during the holidays. And yeah, I hope everybody has a great evening. And Chelsea, do you got anything to add?
Nope.
You guys are going to see a little more of us here. This is something we want to start doing. We want to start giving value to you guys. And, you know, it's not, you guys know we're in a business, but we're just going to start sharing stuff that, you know, that we've learned. And we just want to help anyone that we can. We have a passion for that. So.
Absolutely. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Great. Bye, guys.